Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you just right. And especially on a day like today, where it's still beautiful to wake up in the morning and do something different. Um, I'm here, guys, and I'm having a decent day so far. I can't complain. Hey Josh, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing today, Josh? How's your day going? I want to check to see. You did 80 push-ups? Okay. Shucks, I need to do 10. I need to try to do 10. I don't even think I have the strength to do 10. Blessings, good. I'm glad it's a dope day for you so far. Um, Let me just, how about me? Well, I'm fine. I'm fine. I can't complain. It's a good day so far. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I feel good. Um, I have a lot of things on my plate that I'm excited about. So, I can't complain one bit. I'm alive. Hey, Ken. Hey, Panama City. How you doing? Good to see you guys. How are you guys doing? How is your day so far? Stay in touch with God, Joy. You are amazing. Work to selling clothes. Thank you, Josh. I'm trying. I'm trying. That's all I can do. Hey, Judge. How you doing? Good to see you again. Guys, if you can, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on your notification bells. And if you can, give me a thumbs up or down, whichever one you prefer to do. Because here at Hello World and Be the Difference Clothing, we want you to operate in your God given birthright, which is free will, and to choose. Free will is all about choosing. And sometimes we don't choose, allow things to be elected for us. So I'm giving you the opportunity to utilize that free will. Um, so yes, it's very important to start doing things that we historically haven't been doing, achieving different dreams and goals that we have not touched but thought of. Just being at a place in our hearts to accept that we are beautiful and amazing. That is what Be the Difference is all about. Just to get a few announcements out the way. Tomorrow is Thursday at 7:30. I will be having a guest. She's an entrepreneur and author. She's a creative. So definitely come out tomorrow evening at 7:30 and learn something new. This is a brand new contact for me. So hey, you know how I always offer the platform. If you want to be a guest, let me know. I have a daggone flyer. Let me know. And she's absolutely the first person that didn't wait for me to ask, but actually took it upon herself when I offered, said, "Oh, I will do it." Right? It doesn't matter who the interviewer is, it's the audience who matters more. And I'm so thankful that she's yes when I did the offer and is going to be here. So come back tomorrow evening at 7:30. Also, there's a new program called Listening Sessions with Joy. If you are in need of speaking to someone about every and anything and not necessarily having particular outlets or proper outlets to do so, go book your session at Be the Difference LLC at gmail.com or text 201-540-9104. All of the information is down below in the description. Everything is completely 100% confidential. Only way it's not confidential is if you, who may participate, says something. I'm a woman of my word, and I think I have created a nice or decent track record so far, just by those who have been coming to Hello World on a regular basis, or even just in general, if you've seen on the replay. Also, we have 25% off all the entire online store. You type in the word holiday 25, you'll get 25% off your entire order. It's time to the holiday season before the holiday season approaches and your items don't get shipped out at the desired time. I heard that the shipping is going to be quite delayed since there's going to be a higher demand. And if you've watched Hello World previously, I was talking about how there are certain items that are only available online that used to be in store. Some of these department stores that we frequent, Target, Walmart, all of them. So think about the people who are shopping regularly and then those items that are no longer exclusively in store. Okay. Hey, Lauricia. Hey, Life's Magical Journey. Hey, Mr. Acknow. How you doing? Hey, Lauricia. Hi, Terry. How are you? Thank you. Ooh, we have a man. Hello. Yes. Ooh, that was an overseas call, but I can't answer it right now. Hopefully they'll text me or something. You want to hurt your eye doctor so bad. Oh, Lord. And it's a good thing that you said that, Brooklyn, because it's something that I wanted to talk about today, but I was kind of like, I don't know if I should. I was a little nervous about talking about it. But when I say to check, it's actually me inquiring about how you guys are feeling. And I'm nervous about that because I genuinely want to know how you're feeling. And if there's anything that is hurting you, just like Brooklyn just said, or hurt you, now is the time to release those things and let it go so that you can continue to grow. It's super hard, for real, to admit heartbreak. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me who has a hard time admitting when somebody broke my heart or a situation was hurtful. I don't know. Okay, well then I'll just speak for myself. When I've had my heart broken or hurtful situations, a couple of emotions went through my mind. Well, my mind, not this mind. Went through my mind is I got played. What else? I'm prideful. I ain't no punk. What else? Ashamed that it happened. Like, why you? But that's just, I believe, the initial reaction to shock, disbelief, not wanting to attach to that feeling, trying to separate yourself from that feeling so that you don't have to face it. And when you finally come to realities of things just not working out or things not going your way, you can face it. But will you allow some of your hurts to become testimonies for those who you don't know may be going through something similar like you, to be able to heal or know how to heal or strategize how to heal a little bit more because of what you had to say? The more we hide from the hurt inside, the less likely we'll be able to live fruitful and abundant. And you may say, oh, look, no, my life is fruitful and abundant right now. Yeah, moment by moment. It's just that surface. But you want to be able to penetrate inside, deep inside, deep inside, so that when anything flows out of your mouth, it's nothing but love. And then you know how it is that hurt continues to hurt, continues to hurt, continues to hurt. The cycle has to end with you, right? Sending you to different specialists, no straight up answers because they don't know how to solve the issue. They can't tell me why my vision is getting so bad because they don't know. Instead of saying, they just don't know. That particular doctor just does not know. But pride will get in the way of the degree. And instead of them saying, like, you know what, this is out of my spectrum, this is out of my realm, I'm really not sure what else to do. I want you to consult somebody that knows more than me because they've been doing this longer than me, or this is their only thing that they do, so they know what they're doing. Instead of doing that, it's more so like, oh, I think you might want to consult with this doctor. Just say, I don't know. They are supposed to be doctors. They should know this stuff. Not everybody. Not everybody. It's just like saying, all right, put it this way. You know how doctors go to, they go through residency, and okay, how this? You know how like we're in school. Let's just say high school, because I think most of our memories can be from there, right? Or college. You have the student who actually does the work and very diligent in what they're doing and actually studying to show themselves approved. Then you have the student that's just doing it because they want the degree, they think it's cool, but they're not truly 100% committed. Then you have the student that is truly committed, 100% into it, but just it's not clicking. So doctors are the same way. Doctors are the same way. You have some of them who are gifted, just like you can say somebody's a gifted singer. Then you have people who just sing. And then you have people who really shouldn't sing, but because it's from their heart, we should accept it. But it doesn't mean that that's their gift. There are some doctors who are way more gifted in certain specialties than others. Even though they all know the same things, some of them are more gifted. Some things just click a little bit more clearly. And they can come up with a solution while somebody who may try using the textbook just can't. It just doesn't add up for them. Through a series of doctors who are book knowledge, book savvy, just don't have the gift to know exactly how to treat your condition. So not all doctors know what they're doing. No, they don't. And it's a blessing when you end up running into the right doctor. Let me tell y'all, before I had my surgery, I was going to a doctor who was gifted. Well, I was going to a doctor who, was a doctor and knew what he was doing. But then somebody referred me to a doctor who knew what he was doing, was good at what he was doing, and was practical for me. They both do the same specialty, but one, the end result was a lot better for me than if I would have gone with the one that was just like, well, that's just routine. You get what I'm saying? If the doctor feels fine. Hey, love to travel. How you doing? 0.6 cent tuition. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to be on the opposite side and people just don't. This is why I say we need to be honest with each other. I think I would appreciate a doctor who can just honestly say, you know what? I know how to do this, but it's a little bit, this would be tricky for me. This is something that I don't know much about. And honestly, you would probably be the first person that I've ever seen or treated. Instead of doing that, they'll just be like, oh, I think this is bad. Just be honest. It would sit a little better for me if you would just honestly just sit there and be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? This isn't really me, but I tried. I'm sorry I couldn't get you the results that you wanted, but I really tried. But I know this person is a little bit better than me. Why? What's wrong with that? I think you would get more referrals when you're honest, because not everybody's going to be like, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about just because you couldn't help me. It doesn't mean that they still can't help somebody else, but you just couldn't help me. I would appreciate that. And I would still be like, you know what? He couldn't help me, but he or she was honest enough to tell me, but I know that they're pretty good with general stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest. Why can't we just be honest? I'm sorry. Hey Tim, how you doing? It is very frustrating. Doctors nowadays are robotic. Yes. You know, and I'm not sticking up for nobody, but I'm just trying to help us think too. Like, imagine all of the lawsuits that they probably have, or all of the malpractice insurances that they need to carry. Because when one person sues, it affects the whole entire community. So now all of a sudden, all the doctors need to have this thing. And all of the doctors have to be a part of different groups within their specialty, even general doctors. So now the money, and then on top of that, you probably have to do things according to what the insurance carrier is recommending versus what they'll pay you. And then on top of that, that's probably why these waiting rooms are so busy. That's probably why. Because in order for them to make any decent amount of money, they probably have to keep the place packed out. And that just builds more irritation for people. And then when they get to the 50th patient that they've seen for the day, no lunch. Probably the patient before that was complaining, yelling, hollering. Who knows what happens behind those closed doors? But then when they get to you, you feel left out. You feel like you got less than what you deserved. So I get it all the way around, but when can we come to a point where at the end of the day, while you are a doctor, you signed an oath. And that oath was to protect and to help heal. So while it can be a big business, if it means you're helping people without overextending yourself, then so be it. This goes back to living beyond what we need. Why do people have to want to aim to be millionaires and billionaires? I mean, I guess we don't know what people's history was when they were growing up. So, we don't know. So everybody has their reasons, and they're all right to have their own reasons as to why they want to be rich or ultra rich. But we can't disconnect from humanity just because we want. And as a doctor, no matter how hard or harsh people can be to you, you got to be able to still have that humility inside. To help and to help heal, to help come up with solutions, to be honest with the patients, to be honest with your patients, to come up with a strategic plan with your patient, not to just dictate what you should do. Where are the doctors that do that? Please, if you're a doctor in the building, raise your hand. Tell me that you want to work with your patients and be patient instead of just trying to meet that quota. And I bet insurances say you have to see a certain amount of people. I bet you. I wonder. Anybody that deals with insurance know? Please don't give up. Keep looking around. Somebody will take your insurance. Keep praying for God's guidance and direction. That's good, Brooklyn. I know you won't, because you strong. You strong. The battle been fought, the victory won. How can you live a defeated life when you got to know Jesus Christ? I know that's right. Tim, how you doing? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but that goes all the way back to the disconnect with humanity. It goes all the way back to the disconnect with humanity. If we didn't turn every single thing that we did into a business, right? Because it's a business. Dang. Even helping people is a business. Then we write prescriptions. That's a business. Having more than someone else is a business. It's crazy. Because some people will work themselves to death just to make sure that they outdo another person. You know, that competitive thing. When can we stop hurting each other? When? When is enough enough? Does anybody know the answer or want to attempt to answer that? Does it make a little bit of sense? A little tiny bit of sense? Hey, Hilda, how you doing? Gotta put your tools away. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. I really don't want to sue the doctor because I know lawsuits can cause more issues in the medical field. The lawsuit can cause more issue with you, period. Sometimes things take a long time, years and years and years, and more money just to sue somebody. But if it's rightfully supposed to be, then you have to do what you got to do. We have to hold ourselves and other people's actions accountable when we know. You know what I mean? What's up? We have a member. We have a member. And it's Reborn Artist Life. Hey, Reborn. Go check out Reborn Artist Life. You know, Reborn Artist Life is in the business of helping to heal. I know you always say it's collectible dolls, but when I used to see you more often on YouTube, a lot of the stories that I heard were from people who collected because to fill a void, to fill a need, to help heal. So you are absolutely in the healing business. That's pretty dope. I just thought of that just now, Reborn. That's really dope. Hey, Auntie Mama. What's up, Big Daddy? How you doing? Dang, I miss a whole lot of the chat. If you don't have a good doctor, really. And then sometimes as a patient, we should feel comfortable enough to be like, you know what? I really appreciate your craft and everything, or however you want to create your sentence, but can you please kind of like slow down a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Help them take away that roboticness so that they know that you're a cool person and that you're safe and that they're safe to be in your presence. Who knows what people see? And then imagine as a doctor, right? When these doctors go into their specialties, they end up working in a hospital, right? During their residence. My goodness, imagine all those traumatic situations and experiences that they see. I've heard about the ER and what goes on at the ER. Stabbings, watching people die, literally die, seeing someone die, flatline. You got to be a special kind of person to be able to see that. Because I don't know. I can't see no vitals and then you become a carcass. You have to be a special kind of person to be able to see that. I wonder if they have any trauma, like, like when they're in a residency, be like, yeah, my patient died. Like, a counselor to help them through that. It's not normal for us to see each other slaughter each other. I don't care if you are a professional doctor for 10 years, 1 year, 1 day. It's not normal. to see blood gushing out of everywhere that you never thought would come out of somebody. That's not normal. It's not normal for somebody to spit on you, for people to be in handcuffs and still need to be treated, to see people who are victims of violence, sexual violence, and still have to help them. That junk got to wear on a person. And then you leave from there to go to your specialty. I never really thought about that till just now. That's crazy, isn't it? We got to see each other from where we are. And sometimes, as a patient, we need to kind of think about that and just say, you know what, wait a second. Can we slow down a little bit? I don't know who did it to you, but it's not me. I'm going to probably be the best patient you have all day today. Can we work something out? Because this is the need that I have. This is a problem that I can't solve on my own. But because this is your specialty or your expertise, can you help me? And if it's not, if it is part of your expertise, but in an area that you're not really familiar with, can we come up with a doctor that can help me? I think I'm going to start going to my doctors like that. If I remember, I'm going to start being like that. But it's a team effort. And sometimes I think that team effort is, now it's more so, well, I'm the doctor, I know what I'm talking about. Medically, you do. Book-wise, you do. But can you meet me on a human perspective? Can you meet me on a humanitarian perspective? I don't know. It's good. And Brooklyn, you were transparent enough to want to talk about it. But just like this, how long will it take? None of us know. But you got to stay in good spirits and keep on praying and believing that you're going to run into the right specialty, the right person that's going to be able to help you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on holding on. And any hurt that has come about from this situation, may you heal from that. It's not easy. Like, I'm not in your shoes, but I can have a little bit of empathy for you and I understand. But no, everything is going to work out eventually. It will. Just keep on believing and there's always something beautiful waiting. And all the miracles happen when we're in the receptive mode. So keep being open, even though you're the one directly being affected. None of us. You are the one that's directly being affected right now, not another near one of us. But I just want you to know, please hold on. And just keep on keeping on and hold on. Grace will be given. Just keep on holding on. You know, those little miracles that we didn't think was going to happen, just keep on holding on. You know what I'm saying? Watched Auntie Mama take her last breath and clean her mouth. What? Oh, Lord. I couldn't, Auntie Mama. Oof. I couldn't do that. Ooh. Actually, I can't say I couldn't. I don't want to have to do that. You are strong. Auntie Mama, you strong. You strong. and made the effects of that not hold you hostage either. I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine. How are you feeling after that anyway? Going through that, Auntie Mama, how do you feel? Does it still bother you to this day? Hey, Mrs. VSN09, how you doing? Good to see you. While Auntie Mama's typing, thank you, Brooklyn. While Auntie Mama's typing, guys, last night, you know, I talk about politics every so rarely and how, like, we have to get involved in the community. Well, I did my little community justice yesterday. I was at that little meeting. I was like, I was at that meeting trying to figure out these candidates and stuff, like get to know them, because, you know, I was totally disconnected. I only knew one candidate, but I enjoyed what I saw. So if you guys have not seen that live, feel free to watch it if you want. But I don't want to be just someone talking, but I also want to be someone that actually does it. So I'm so glad that I was able to go. There's going to be more stuff coming up too. I told him I could probably go on Friday. So I might go live again Friday with some more political things. Just so we can maybe debunk the idea that all politicians are bad. Because I know the very few ones that, very many few ones that are out there probably have tainted the whole political arena. But there are some people who really want to do good. So it's good to be, you know, support of that. I want to see what Auntie Mama said. My mouth is so dry, y'all. I ate these flaming hot potato chips and I didn't have no water. Then I sunk it down with a honey bun to get the burn out. And I still haven't drank anything yet. I'm really interested in hearing what Auntie Mama has to say. You know, how she's feeling. Mrs. VSN, how are you doing today? How is everything going? How's your heart feeling? We're just kind of talking about that. And I think it's really cool to know or try to think of different perspectives, you know? I'm over here looking at the screen. Hold on, let me look at the screen. I have an event coming up this Saturday too, y'all. I'm going to try to go live briefly. I will try to go live. Probably not live, but maybe I'll pre-record something from TikTok, because I do that. On TikTok, I'll, you know, post little things that I'm doing at an event. So maybe I'll do that and not necessarily go live, because you've seen how it is live a few times. Everybody's just quiet. I need to get back in the gym very soon too. And I got more errands that I need to run as well. How you doing, Mrs. VSN? How's your day going? I hope you're doing well. If not, feel free to talk. We here. We here to help each other out. Y'all have not I have not I have not gotten, let me check. I'm still waiting for those socks to get done, y'all, too, just in case you were wondering. I'm still trying to wait for them. I was going to check my email now to see if they came in, if another email proof came in. I got one the other day. Yes, I got another proof. See? I'm still waiting to hear from Miss VSON. The live the live was great last night. A lot of times I feel like our local representatives are doing the effort a lot. They are. That's approved. They are. They are. And then you saw how some of them were being shady and stuff like that. Did you catch that, Wellness? Some of them was throwing a whole lot of shade. I was like, ooh. I immediately, when I see people throw shade outrightly like that, I'm like, I would never vote for you. But when I saw that, I was like, it was two of them out there throwing a little bit of shade. The gentleman you spoke with at the end had been in office for 10 years and probably had some achievements, but wanted to do more to stop gentrification and keep housing affordable. It's true. And I've known him for I've known him for a while. I've known him for a while. I've known him for a while. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right there. And you also know too, like I'm trying to get these hurry up so I can get them before Christmas. Shoot, because the way these things are going, this will be done by Christmas. After Christmas. This is so beautiful, y'all. The black is beautiful sock is so beautiful. Hold on, let me see the front of these. Oh, okay. Let me see. Gentrification is kicking out the poor of a neighborhood, building the neighborhood up, and selling the inflating house to people with more income. Yep. Hey, AKA, how you doing? Good to see you. It's so true, and there's no need for it. I believe the idea of thinking that because someone is wealthy, that they're going to take care of the outside of their home, but in the inside of the home could be all hell breaking loose. Nobody wants to talk about that, right? You like the pretty facade of, oh, well, they make 200 grand a year or more, 500 grand a year. They definitely have, they're they are the upper echelon. Oh, they drive a Rolls Royce or a Land Rover or a Mercedes Benz. But at home, they're holding people hostage. The kids don't even like them. This could be man or woman, husband or wife. Oh, you think like we have to start thinking beyond people's financial gains. That means nothing. Oh well, if we gate up the community, it will push out the people who have been doing bad. How about you come into somebody's community and live in their community, make suggestions to help build it up together? What about that? How hard is that? Instead of further dividing everybody. That's some bull, man. With the tearing down of a housing project and putting up single family residence, it happens a lot in your hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. Remember, words are powerful. It's true. People with money can do just as harm as people without money. Because when there's lack or a need, money sometimes is not the answer. When there's a lack or a need, it doesn't mean anything. It's just the fact that communication needs to happen. Tear away. We can use the example of people who are very wealthy, still sad and upset and unhappy as ever. Why? Because there's a need that inanimate object cannot fulfill, that only an object filled with color, meaning all of us, can do. And it's so sad, wellness, that they start to block people's good intentions because they have a hidden agenda. And that hidden agenda is only there to help their own. Only there to help their own. You have affordable housing, but you don't want it to be available to people who actually need it because you think that they're going to taint your affordable housing that you're not even paying for. Oh, it's because the neighborhood you live in. That's everybody gonna get what they deserve. Yes, not a one-way road. Yes. We need to start communicating more. We need to start loving more. We need to stop having hidden agendas. Stop trying to force people out because they don't necessarily agree with everything that we agree with, because they don't necessarily live the lives that the way that we live them, or we think that everybody should live lives. Like, it's gotta stop. Let's meet each other where we are. From every level. Because at the end of the day, we all bleed red. At the end of the day, we're all going to end up in a casket. At the end of the day, our hearts are going to be broken once in our lives, or at least once in our lives. At the end of the day, we all cry at some time. At the end of the day, we all get angry at some time. At the end of the day, we all have emotions. And that makes us no different from each other. We all have a family somewhere along the line in our lives, whether it was from the beginning or towards the middle or towards the end. We all have had our emotional glitches from time to time. Everybody loses their mind from time to time. Ain't none of us avoid from losing our mind. None of us. It's whether you want to lose your mind and pretend like you don't or haven't lost your mind, or you want to lose your mind and tell people or whomever, I lost my mind, but I'm healing and I never want to go through that again because I know what I need to do to prevent that from happening. Everybody loses their mind. Heck, I lost my mind a few times, I'm sure. And will I lose my mind in the future? Probably not, because I want to stay humble and I want to stay ego-free as much as possible. That's why I know I'm not going to lose my mind. Now, if something comes up like as a clinch hitter, I don't know, I'm going to have to work it out. I'm going to have to work it out. But I know what I need to do in order to work it out. Maybe I'll lose my mind temporarily, but not no full, long, blown out thing. We all act like, well, people act like it's not possible, not them. Oh, it's just that person because they're missing this chromosome or because they never had this type of upbringing or this type of family. Everybody has a potential to lose their mind at some point in their life. We are the victor, not the victim. Mm-hmm. Just because you catch hell doesn't mean you have to hold it. It's true. Just because someone put mess on it doesn't mean you have to eat it. It's true. But we got to know and start to begin to see the differences of knowing what is and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got to go, y'all, because I'm running behind. But this was a good conversation. I really enjoyed it. Brooklyn, please just keep on keeping on. And may you be able to heal from the traumas of not feeling like you have control or feeling like someone cares about your situation, like as far as the professional field. Feeling like you're being tossed about. May you be able to heal from that. Because that's a heavy burden for anyone to have. So may you have healing from that. Auntie Mama, I don't know. Auntie Mama probably left, but I really was interested in knowing how she handled that. Let me see if Mrs. VSN answered how she doing. No, she didn't. All good. But let's all continue to try to be there for each other as often as we can. There's a lot of people that are going through stuff. People that we know. Some admit, some don't. But we got to try. I appreciate you guys for being here whenever you can and how often you can. It really means a lot. And it helps me. And may the rest of your day, your morning, or your evening be as amazing as the life that was blown into your lungs in order for you to become who you are this day and who you can become better the next. Okay. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello